Where's Emily?
George, you gave me such a turn.
Cheer up, Ma. I'm getting married.
Let me catch my breath a minute.
Now, Ma, you say Thursday nights. Emily and I will come to dinner every Thursday night. Ma, you look so funny. Why are you crying, Ma? Come on, Ma, you have to cheer up. Gotta get ready for this.
I never felt so alone in my whole life. And George, over there, I hate him. I wish I were dead. Papa? Papa.
Emily, everything's alright.
But Papa, I don't want to get married.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Why can't I stay for a while just as I am? Let's go away.
No, Emily, stop it for a minute.
But Papa, don't you remember what you used to say to me all the time? That I was your girl. I'm sure there are a lot of places we could go to. I could work for you. I could keep house.
Emily, you're just nervous now. George! George, will you come here a minute? You've got nothing to be afraid about. George, you're marrying the best young fellow in the world. George, he's a fine fellow.
Papa.
Giving my daughter away, George. Think you can take care of her? I want you, Mr. Webb. I want to try. I'll do my best. I need you. I love you.
Well, if you love me, help me. All I want is for someone to love me.
I will, Emily. I'll try.
And I mean forever. Do you hear me? Forever and ever.
Come and wait for us.
Do you, George, take this woman, Emily,
Perfectly
your
lovely
lovely
wedding.
wife,
Loveliest wedding I
hand
ever
to
saw.
hold,
Oh,
sickness
I just
and
love
health,
that wedding, don't
for
you?
rich and for poor,
Doesn't she
to
make
love
a
and
lovely
cherish,
bride?
till death do us part.
I do.
And do you, Emily, take this man, George,
Don't know what I've seen such a lovely wedding.
hand
I
to
always
hold,
cry.
sickness
I
and
don't know
health,
why it is, but I always cry.
love to cherish, till death do us part.
Oh, I think it's lovely.
I've married 200 couples in my day. Do I believe it? Well, Ed married Zane. Cottage, the go-kart, Sunday drives in the Fords, the first rheumatism, the grandchildren, the second rheumatism, deathbed, the reading of the will, once and 1,000 times.
Aren't they a lovely couple? Oh, I don't know when I've been to such a nice wedding. I'm sure they'll be happy. I always say, happiness, that's the great thing. The important thing is to be happy.
That's the end of the second act, folks. 10 minutes intermission. lot. Mountain laurels and lilacs. I often wonder to myself why people prefer to be buried in woodland in Brooklyn when they can spend the same amount of time up here in New Hampshire. Well, here's the oldest part of our cemetery. The dates are 1660 to 1670. Strong-minded people had the notion that they wanted to be free. Some people walk around here and laugh at funny sayings on the tombstones. Don't do any harm. And then genealogists come up from Boston and get paid by rich city folks to see if there really does the American Revolution in the Mayflower. Don't do any harm either, I suppose. Over here is the Civil War veterans, iron flags on their graves. New Hampshire boys had the notion that the Union ought to be kept together, though they'd never seen more than 50 miles from themselves. They went and died for it. Well, this over here is the newest part. There's Mrs. Gibbs and Mr. Stimson organist of the Congregational Church, and Mrs. Soames, who enjoyed the wedding so much, remember? And many others. Well, it's also Edward Webb's boy, Wallace, who was a Pennant's first on a camping trip to Crawford Notch. Yes, an awful lot of sorrow has sort of quieted down up here. People just wild with grief who brought their relatives up here, and then times, sunny days, rainy days, snow. We all know how it is. A lot of thoughts come up here if there's no post office. Now there are certain things that we all know, but we don't take them out and look at them very often. For instance, we all know that something is eternal. We know deep in our bones that something has to do with human beings. Why, the greatest minds that ever lived have been telling us that for 50,000 years, and yet you'll be surprised how people are so eager to let go of that fact. Every human being is eternal. You know, the dead don't stay interested in us living folks for very long. Gradually they let go of the earth, the pleasures they had, the ambitions they had. They slowly become indifferent to goings-on of Grover's Corners. They get weaned away. That's the way I put it. They're just waiting for the earth part of them to burn out, burn away. Well, aren't they waiting for the eternal part of them to come out clear? Some of the things